Hello again, YouTube. Truth Man here. So I have a content by request from my brother Khalid Muhammad. He's over in the UK. Shout out to the UK, all my listeners and watchers over there. Shout out to you. Shout out to Poland once again. I got people that give me feedback from Poland. That's what keeps me going. Like, YouTube does allow some people to know about me, like maybe not to the same extent as some of the bigger YouTubers, which blows their head up. They make them think they better than us smaller YouTubers, but it's not that you're better, it's just you get the impressions. How about that? You get the impressions. It's not that you necessarily better. Maybe some of you do. It's for the viewer to judge. Because just all of us, a lot of us people done came and said, you the best on YouTube. Videos are fire. Imagine if I knew how to edit and I had the software and the hardware that some of these other people got. It would be over. It would be over with. We'll get there though. We will. But in the meantime, I just rely on sheer knowledge and wisdom, knowing what I'm talking about. So the content by request is why, paraphrasing what Khalid Muhammad said last night in the live, why is it that it's easier for men to be humble than it is for women to be humble? That's paraphrasing. That's what he wanted me to talk about. I could really say 2 words and go off the air. Social media and Sims. Social media and Sims. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. One of the things that caused problems with me was these Sims online. While I'm at work, they at home playing the game, and they are trying to get with her, trying to get her to send her pictures, just all kind of stuff. Now, as women, you shouldn't even be going that far talking to these guys like that. Especially if you wouldn't want your boyfriend or your husband to do it. But what keeps women from being humble is social media and Sims, mainly. People pumping their head up. People looking at them, staring at them, They got big breasts, they light skin, or whatever their characteristics is. You got dudes staring at them, and that's pumping their head up too. So they go home, and a lot of them don't realize that it's a big difference in a dude wanting to smash you and wanting to marry you. And some dudes will marry you just to keep smashing you, but that don't mean they're going to be faithful. These guys is not going to be faithful. But these women are going to be even less faithful and more sneaky. Because they need for people to stroke their ego and their pride. And when people do it, y'all creating monsters. Y'all all in their DMs, oh, you such beautiful. Like, I was looking at somebody's comments that I know. And she's married, but they is in there telling her how beautiful she was, this, that, and the other. So what will most women do? They're going to become confrontational and highly demanding towards the guy that's with them. I'm telling you, like, a lot of these women are the reason for their divorces. I would say women are more than men. No, they say, well, he cheated. Listen, you should know about polygyny, so on and so forth. I believe if a lot of these dudes would be down for it, these women would have 2 men, 3 men. Because what they do is they try to project what they are, how they think on us guys, like it's us. You know, you ain't monogamous, but you demand monogamy from your men. And why do they demand monogamy? Arrogance, lack of knowledge. So when guys be pumping their heads up, that's what's gonna lead to that conceit. Now you got women who would be judged lower by many, being high demand. Oh, you just go on TikTok, you'll see it. Go on Facebook, go on YouTube. When guys be pumping them up, their standards rise. And then you got guys who think they cute and all this and all that, messing with 1s, 2s, and 3s just to get it off. You know how I know? Do you know how I know? Because it's always been like that. Y'all do know I was a Tyrone / Pookie, right? I'm not going to tell y'all what my nickname is. Well, I got many nicknames. I got like four nicknames. Family, guys in the neighborhood, the city, different things. So I know what I'm talking about. Like, it was nights where I said, man, I just gotta get me some. And so I remember one time we was playing spades. I met the women first. And so I just left it up in the air. Like, I got her number, and I said, yeah, I got plenty friends. Yeah, we'll be over through there later. This is in the 90s, man. I'm telling you, we used to have fun. So that stuff was fun back then. So I went back to my guys. I called my guy up. I said, hey, man, hey, what you doing later? Oh, man, I ain't got nothing going on. What you know, so I said, man, I met these chicks, man. I met these women. They want us to come through later. He said, how many of them? I said, man, there's plenty of them. I pulled up on them. I was driving by myself. Barely even, I knew how to drive, but I wasn't like real good because I used to always be in the passenger seat. But I pulled up on them. And so we went over there. We was playing spades, listening to music and stuff. What we did in the 90s. Eating, like, you know, I don't know if we ordered some food. We was eating, and I made my notorious drink that I used to call Toxic Waste. It had Thunderbird. Listen to this. It had Thunderbird, Cisco, Night Train. It had gin. I was mixing dark and light. It had gin. It had peppermint snaps in it. It had, what else? I had like 7 things in there. It used to cost me $150 to make. And so, and it didn't take that many cups of it. You was done. So I made the drink, right? We over there. They get to clowning. They get to acting up. One of my guys talking about he felt like he was having a heart attack. That dude was drinking. That I got him. I got him with it. I'm looking at him like he crying. Then my other guys start crying and stuff. I said, oh, man, what? I looked at them. I said, man, what's up, man? He said, that's my brother, man. Because he thought something was wrong with him. But everybody was just out of there. So those women, they put in POR, fill in the blank. So everybody was watching it, and then everybody disappeared. And everybody went around the bases, if you know what I mean. Women was different back then, man. You can approach them all day. Some of them, they'll get tired of getting approached, and they'll ignore you or something like that. Most of them was polite. they'll either tell you, I got a man, you know, or, you know, you'll get their number and they was polite. Well, whatever the outcome was, whatever the result was, most of them was polite, right? So fast forward to the 2000s. Now it's like women, a lot of these women just got an attitude for no reason, especially, like, it's not all of them, man. Some of them, they'll give you choosing signal. But a lot of them, they just automatically got an attitude out the rip. Like, they looking at you like they ex-boyfriend that cheated. Like, get away from me. That's how they are now. And what's weird is, they don't, to me, like, there's some winners now. There's some winners. But to me, collectively, they don't look as good as they did, say, in 96. Man, them women used to have on that glitter, man. They knew how to dress. They didn't dress like guys. They used to have them sundresses on. Just all type of stuff, right? So to me, they looked it better. Wait, hold on. Let me pull over. I feel like I got something on my lips. Hold on. No, I don't. It just feel like it. But anyway, so social media is the main thing that's doing it. It's all right to tell a woman she's pretty, but it's not all right for everyone to come in there at the same time and do it, because most of them is just going to create a conceit and an arrogance. Women, when they dealing with men, they should be looking at it like the main thing should be how he gonna treat her. But social media makes the main thing about status and other things that don't even matter. This is how their body counts got high in the last 23 years, or I would say mainly in the last 9 years, because of social media. These dating sites, YouTube, been around since 2008. Well, YouTube was, in the beginning, YouTube was like a humble platform. Like, people was just coming on there trying to share knowledge and talking about conspiracies and different things. Now, it's full of arrogance. Like, dudes because they successful on YouTube, they be thinking they really something, when some of them wouldn't be nothing and wasn't nothing without YouTube. That's just the facts. So YouTube is blowing women and men head up, just like TikTok, just like Facebook, just like Tinder. All these dudes swiping on these women because they want to swipe them, all right. They want to swipe them, all right. So they swiping on them. And that's making them think that everybody want them, everybody want to be with them, so on and so forth. Just creating like an arrogance. Let me go over here. It's creating like an arrogance that is getting out of control. So, I hope that answers your question, Khalid Muhammad. Shout out to you once again, man. The sons. Shout out to you once more. It's social media, man, and it's these simps who they just want to get some. Like, some of them ain't got no game, so they gotta, you know how guys, it's always been this way. guys with no game always have to shoot down and put down other guys. You see it on these panels. These dudes be trying to put other dudes down. Apart from YouTube, some of these dudes don't even got jobs or businesses. Apart from YouTube. So they'll try to come on here because they getting that ad revenue, all them super chats, and put other guys down. You should be able to get that without putting other guys down. Like you had Andrew Tate, for instance, calling people brokies and stuff, but he was probably beating them girls up and bullying them to get them to do that stuff. And I'm keeping score. I do not like them Tates. I don't. Especially his brother. Like, I done heard him say some outrageous stuff. Like, you barely hear him talk. But when he do talk, he be saying some outrageous stuff. So, yeah, man. I mean, it's social media and it's these simps that's creating pride and the arrogance in these women that's unbearable, and it's going to lead to a lot of alimony and child support. See, you dudes, man, a lot of y'all ain't got no savvy. You ain't got no charisma. You ain't got no game. You don't know how to deal with women. So when you got men that don't know how to deal with women, they always going to create problems for other men, whether it's at work, whether it's at home, whether it's at church. It don't matter where it is. If they don't know how to deal with women, they're going to create problems with other men. Somehow, some way. So them not knowing how to deal with women is creating problems for other men. These women be married, they be on TikTok booty clapping and doing this, doing that, and now they confrontational with the men. Before they start being online, they was humble, they was acting sweet. Now, because of all of these guys, like one dude told her, if you saw me, you would want to leave your husband. You see what I'm talking about? Straight up simp. You a simp even being on there talking to married women. If you saw me, you would want to leave your husband. I'm like, wow. These dudes ain't nothing. And you can have money and still be a loser. In case you was wondering. If you are one of those guys that, wait, let me go over here. Let me go over here. So, if you one of those guys, well, I might as well stay here, that do this, shame on you. You know what, I think I covered this enough. We're going to end this video. This is The Truth Man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simp, and All Subjects channel.